Dirty Work Wednesday on the Z Morning Zoo.
What the heck are you guys doing? Trying to ruin my life and make me look like a freaking idiot?
Call 473-104.5.
Hello? Hello? For God's sake, who are you?
You're going to get it now.
Dirty Work Wednesday.
So you think you can help me?
Yeah.
Of course we can help you. Dirty Work Wednesday is on the air at 473-104.5. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, what can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
So you know how sometimes people call you and are like, this girl was into me, and then all of a sudden she wasn't anymore?
Oh, so you got ghosted.
Well, not really. I mean, this girl answered me when I texted her. I just, I think she's lying to me.
Okay, so all right, let's back this up then and let's start from the beginning. Tell us about this girl.
Like about a month ago, I had to go to the emergency room to get some stitches in my hand, and I'm talking to the nurse there named Hannah, and, she's asking me what I did to my hand, and we get to talking, and, really thought she was cute. So the next day I go back to see if she was working, and I asked her out.
So you went back to the hospital?
Yeah.
Wow, the bold move.
So was this for like a follow-up on the stitches, or did you just go back just to ask her out?
Yeah, I just really went back to ask her out.
Wow.
I mean, that's kind of creepy, but whatever.
I think it's romantic. Okay, so I take it she said yes.
Yeah, she said yes, and she let me take her to lunch, and, we were at lunch, and I asked her for a number, and, we go on a few other dates, but mostly they were like, meet-up dates. We went to see Jumanji, we went to Dave & Buster's, stuff like that.
Okay, so at this point, it's like level 1 safe dating then.
Right. But, eventually I did invite her over to my place, so I can make her dinner, and this is where, something must have gone wrong.
Okay, so what do you think, what happened?
Well, I invited her over, we got into the wine, I made a nice spaghetti, we were watching some TV, and, I really didn't have any expectations, but she started making out with me on the couch, so I'm basically like, hey, you're in charge here, and, well, long story short, she ends up spending the night.
Oh, okay. Wait a second, you skipped over the best part. So, all right, so did you guys, like...
Well, yeah, actually a couple of times.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to pry about that, but I think that's kind of important to the story. Okay, so continue.
All right, well, I get a call like at 4:30 in the morning that morning because, it's a repair call. I work for so when somebody hits a power line or something, I usually have to go assist.
I gotcha. Okay, so you had to leave a beautiful woman in your bed.
Yeah, and I try not to wake her up, but she noticed me getting dressed, so I tell her there's all sorts of food in the kitchen and juice and coffee and stuff, and that I might be back before she wakes up. But basically help yourself to anything, and I leave. Okay,
and then when you got back, was she still there?
No, she was gone.
Okay, did she leave you a note or anything?
No, but she did make the bed.
Okay. That's a good sign, I guess.
Yeah. So when I get home, I shot her a text and, thanks for making the bed. And she writes back, no problem. And at this point, I really think everything's good. But then a few days later, I hit her up to ask her, what are you doing this weekend? And she immediately hits me back with, I need to be honest with you about something. I don't think I'm ready for dating anyone right now. I'm very sorry, you're a nice guy, and a bunch of other stuff. And, I'm just like, is it something I did? And she goes, no, I'm just not ready for dating right now.
Okay, so that's that.
Yeah, but the problem is, I really like her. I'm just really kind of having a hard time believing the whole I'm not ready for dating right now thing. I mean, if you weren't ready for dating, why did we go on, 4 dates?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know if she just got out of a previous relationship?
Or a marriage? Was she just married? Maybe just got divorced?
Well, no, she never mentioned anything like that. I mean, we even talked about how crappy the dating scene is right now, so she's been on a few dates.
Okay, so why did she go from really into you to I'm not ready for dating in one night? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, because if it was something I did, I'd kind of like to know.
Yeah.
And you said this was your first night in bed with her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that makes it more curious, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because, there's a possibility that you said or did something that completely turned her off for good that night.
Well, it would have had to have happened pretty late in the night, because, like I said, there were several times that night.
Right. Maybe she's got severe abandonment issues, and she didn't like it when you left all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, I don't like it either, but, it's my job.
Okay. Well, yeah.
True.
What is this girl's name again?
Hannah?
Okay, do you still have her number?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, let's give her a call and let's see what really happened that night. There's always two sides to every date story. Like hers may be very different than the one that we just heard. All right, so Kev, hang on, and we'll call Hannah when we come back now. For the record, we've had many situations like this. Mm-hmm. It's usually never what they say.
Right.
When she said, I'm just not ready for dating right now. That's usually never the answer.
Yeah.
It's usually something else.
Something happened or something.
Yeah. I think it was something weird in bed. Maybe sexual. Maybe he was like, I'm really into this or whatever. Call me Big Papa or something. Mm-hmm. Ashley thinks that he's a murderer?
Yes.
In his sleep.
Yes, like maybe he rolled over and tried to strangle her or something.
And Shaggy thinks...
I think he crept to bed.
We haven't had a good old turn in the sheets in a while.
I think he's got streaks in the sheets.
One time that really did happen. You remember?
That's what I'm saying. We haven't had a good turd in the sheets in a while.
One time, I swear to God, one time we did, and somebody said, when I woke
Didn't
up...
they blame on their dog or something?
There was poop in the bed.
Gosh.
So I have a feeling one of us might be right.
Okay. Well, we are about to find...
Well, I took a wild guess.
I don't think it's going to be you, buddy.
Oh.
I know you got your hopes up, but we're about to find out because we are calling Hannah right now, and we will hopefully get a good answer from her. Fingers crossed. So, come on, poop.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on, poop.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. Can I speak to Hannah, please?
Can I ask who's calling, please?
This is the Z Morning Zoo radio show. Nick, Shaggy, and Ashley on Z104.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Is this Hannah?
Yes, it is.
Hannah! How are you? How's your day going so far?
It's good. How are you?
We're good. So, listen, the reason we called you this morning is because we need you to answer a question for us. Now, you have to answer it honestly. That's the only rule. And it is sort of about your love life.
I don't really have a love life right now.
Well, okay. Well, see, now that's kind of why we called. So, we got an email from this very nice guy named Kevin. I guess you dated him a few times, and then you decided, maybe I'm not ready for all of this right now. Do you recall any of that?
Yes.
Okay, so he basically told us his side of the story, including that you guys had a wonderful night. It ended with you deciding that you didn't really want to see him anymore. Here's the thing. He's wondering if there was something that he did wrong.
No, he's a great guy. I just wasn't really ready for dating like I told him, and that's pretty much all it was. Okay.
So, but you see, here's the thing. You sort of dated him like 5 times. I feel like there was a different reason behind this. Like, I mean, you're super into him, you spend the night, and then all of a sudden you're not into him? Like, my guess, I should say our guess, is that he did something weird in the bedroom and it totally turned you off. Am I in the neighborhood of being close?
He's not listening right now, is he?
No, he is not listening. This was just an email. And but here's the thing. We're all taking guesses about what the real reason you didn't want to see him anymore was. And here's what we came up with. Maybe you did a weird thing in the bedroom. I thought maybe you have abandonment issues, and when he left for work, you were mad. Ashley thinks he's a sleepwalker who tried to kill you in his sleep.
Yep.
And then Shaggy went with the old standby of he crapped in the bed. Are any of those right, or?
No, it's definitely not any of those.
Okay. But there is a reason. It's not just the whole I'm not ready thing that nobody believes.
Well, yeah, there's a reason, but it's kind of petty, and I don't want you judging me over it.
We are the most petty people you'll meet. Trust me.
And we never judge.
We will not judge you. We promise.
And he's not listening right now, you're sure?
I don't even know who he is, but no, he's not listening.
Okay. So, well, like you said, we did date a few times, and, it was nice. He's a great guy. And so when he offered to make me dinner, I thought it was really sweet, and I stayed the night at his place.
Okay,
and everything was great.
Okay.
But then the next morning, he got called into work to do some kind of repair job, and he said he'd try to get back before I left. So I basically just laid in his bed for a couple hours, watched some TV, and eventually decided, you know what, I should leave.
Okay.
So I was laying in bed, looking at my phone, and I did that thing where you're holding your phone up and you you drop it and it hits your face.
Yes. Okay. We are all guilty of that one.
Well, the phone ends up falling under the bed. And so now, of course, I have to go find it. And I'm under his bed digging, for my phone. And I notice he's got all these shoe boxes. And I was like, okay. But, of course, I have to move them to get to where my phone is. So I start, pulling them out. And I notice that they're really heavy. Thinking, like, whatever the hell's in these boxes can't be shoes. They're obviously too heavy.
Okay.
So the top comes off one of them, and I look inside, and it's full of Pokemon cards.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I start looking just to see if the other boxes are the same, and there's literally, boxes and boxes of Pokemon cards under his bed. Like, he must have had over 1,000 easily.
Wow. Okay, well, that's quite a collection.
Yeah. And, although I'm sure most 12-year-old boys would be, super impressed.
Yeah.
All I could think was, wow, I'm dating a man who still collects Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see how, for a grown woman, how it could be a turnoff.
Well, yeah, all I kept thinking was, what if next weekend he's like, hey, do you want to go to a Pokemon tournament with me? Why is he still collecting these things? Seriously.
Well, I think all of us have some little habits that go back to our childhood. There's an awful lot of grown men playing Fortnite,
And I know a ton of grown women who still have, all of their Beanie Babies.
Okay, fine, yeah. It's fine that you have hobbies. But I'm not trying to date someone who is trading cards on the weekend with 12-year-old boys.
Yeah.
I know it sounds petty, and, I'm sorry, but I can't. I need a grown man who has bigger investments in a Pokemon card collection.
So, okay, but was that the reason then? The Pokemon card collection scared you away?
Well, it didn't scare me. It just kind of turned me off big time.
Okay.
I could see that. I mean, the next time you were in his bed, the whole time you'd be thinking, well, there's an entire universe of Pokemon cards underneath me right now.
Exactly. It's just not sexy,
So that's the reason.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Am I a bad person?
Well, you asked us not to judge you, so it's really not for us to say. Although I'm sure we're going to get text messages about this to read when we come back.
Away from Matthew McGill.
Z104. Somebody keeping a secret from you? Lying right to your face? Let us do the dirty work for you. The Z Morning Zoo presents Dirty Work Wednesday.
Dirty Work Wednesday's on the air at 473-1045. Hi, who's this?
This is Scott.
Hey, Scott, what can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
All right, so this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I think my ex has been dating my dad, and they are both trying to hide it from me.
Ooh.
Hold on a second. So you think your ex is dating your dad?
Yeah, he's not married or anything to my mom, or they're divorced.
Okay.
Yeah, still. Doesn't that sort of put you in a really weird spot?
Oh, yeah. It completely grosses me out, is what it does.
So what is your ex's name?
Tatiana.
Okay, so what makes you think Tatiana is dating your dad?
All right, so last year I met Tatiana working down at over at the ocean front, and she was working a few different jobs, and she had this really, really shitty apartment and was living with 2 or 3 other girls. So I told her my dad owned a few properties down by the beach that he rents out during the summer, and a couple of them were going through huge redesigns, yada, yada, yada. No one was living in them. So I asked my dad if he cared if Tatiana lived in one of them for a while until she'd get her own place. And he was like, oh, yeah, no problem. So she ended up living in one of his places while it was getting all fixed up.
So these properties, they all belong to your dad?
Yeah, he owns 4 or 5 of them. He's crazy rich, and if I told you his last name, you'd probably recognize it. But anyway, she's living there, and we're dating, and everything's great. And then right after Christmas, me and Tatiana get in this huge fight and break up. And I tell my dad, we're not together anymore, so feel free to boot her. And he was like, it's the middle of winter. I'm not gonna put her out on the street with nowhere to go. So he just let her keep living there.
Oh, okay. Did that upset you?
I mean, not really. I mean, he has a good point. Plus, I know when summer comes, he's going to want that house empty so he can make money and rent it. So, like, it's only a couple more months anyway.
Okay. So how does this all turn into your dad dating her?
All right. So first, I kept coming back to the house to get the stuff that I left there. And one morning, it was like a Sunday, and I pull up and I see my dad's truck there. So I go in and I see my dad kind of walking around, but he's dressed all casual. So I'm like, what are you doing here? And he's like, well, I'm just checking on the progress of the redesign. I'm visiting all of my units and all my properties today. But I could tell he was just flat out lying.
I mean, did it look like he had been there for a while? Did it look like he spent the night? Something like that?
No, it didn't look like that, but it also didn't look like he was visiting all of his units either.
Maybe your ex was visiting his units, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's the icky vibe I got from it.
Okay, so looking at this from another angle, though, I mean, so what? I mean, you obviously don't like this girl. You broke up with her. You have a problem with your dad seeing her. I mean, you said he's single, right? Is that really weird?
Oh, I mean, for my 50-year-old dad to be dating a 22-year-old, yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. And what if they end up getting married or something? Then your ex becomes your new stepmom, and it's like, hey, Mom, remember when you used to bang, sleep with each other? Ugh.
Oh yeah, that just made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. So, okay, I get it. All right. So how sure are you that they're dating and not just acquaintances?
I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I mean, he's been to the house a few times, but I also know they ordered the complete wrong bathroom set for the upstairs bathroom, and he kept going over there to make sure that they fixed it.
So it's either he's paying very close attention to the house or to the person living in it.
Or both.
Or both. Yeah, sure. Okay. So here's what I think we should do. I think let's do the old, we're planning a surprise birthday con here, and then see if we can get one of them to admit something is going on. This has a pretty good success rate. So the question is, who do we call, the dad or the ex?
I mean, you're going to have to call my dad. My ex won't answer if she doesn't know the number that's coming through. But my dad, he answers the phone whenever it rings because he's always getting calls from tons of contractors.
Okay, so our best bet is going to be your dad then.
Yeah, definitely.
And what is your dad's name again?
It's Bill.
Bill, okay. Hang on, we'll get his number from you, and then we'll call him when we come back next.
Hello?
Hey, can I talk to Bill, please?
Yeah, this is Bill.
Hey, Bill, my name is Natalia. I don't think we've met yet, but listen, I'm one of Tatiana's friends. She had your number in her phone.
I'm sorry, who did you say this is?
Sorry, this is Natalia, and I'm friends with Tatiana. She lives in your house down at the beach, I think, right?
Yeah, I know who she is.
Okay, so listen, I'm trying to plan a surprise party for her, some of her friends and I, and we wanted to know if you would come. We weren't exactly sure who to invite, so we kind of took her phone, stole it, and we're calling up all her friends to let them know. And she has you listed in her favorites on her phone, so that's why we called you. I'm assuming you're the new guy she's been telling us about.
Well, actually, I'm her landlord. That's my house that she's staying in.
Yeah, that's what she was telling us. She said she met you through your son. She also said she liked you more than him.
Yeah, well, I'd hope so. She dated my son, and then they broke up. He broke up with her.
Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't know that. But anyway, do you think you want to come to her birthday party?
When is it?
Well, it's in a few months. It's later this summer.
And where are you having this party going to be at? Where are you planning on having it? Because she might not be in that house by the summer. Probably going to be renting it out by then.
No. We weren't going to have it at the house. We were thinking maybe at I don't know, Cavalier or something.
Yeah, I don't think you want an old man like me at her birthday party. I think I would stick out like a sore thumb in that crowd. To be
honest. You sure? I feel like she would want you there. I feel like you're sort of a special person to her.
I don't know about that. You guys could just go ahead without me. I'd probably only cramp your style, trust me.
And you're sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll tell you what. Keep this number, though, and call me when it gets closer to her birthday. And maybe I can take all you girls out on my boat. We can have a little celebration out there. How does that sound?
Out on your boat?
Yeah. Don't tell Tatiana, though. I want to keep it a secret. I'll take all you guys out on my boat. We could do a little booze cruise together. Clothing optional, How about that?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds fun. You don't think Tatiana will get jealous with more girls around, though?
Nah, she'll be fine with it. Trust me. Call me when it's a few weeks away, okay?
Okay, Big Bill. I'll call you, no problem.
Okay, what did you say your name was again?
Natalia.
Okay. When's your birthday?
My birthday? It's not until October.
Okay, well, call me when it's your birthday, too. It might still be warm enough to take the boat out, I guess.
Okay, I will.
All right, well, you have a nice day, and I'll wait to hear from you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, now I'm confused. I thought for sure there was nothing going on, and then towards the end, your dad, Scott, gave me the creeps. So now I think he's nailing every single girl on this side of the Lynn Haven fishing pier. But honestly, Scott, what do you think?
I think she's probably sleeping with him, and that's why he hasn't kicked her out of the house yet.
Yeah. What is your vibe on this?
I mean, honestly, he definitely came across as a flirt, so, but, I don't know.
Why don't we open this up to the audience based on what we all heard, and you've been listening. Do you think Scott's dad, Bill, is collecting rent from his ex, or is he collecting something else from his ex? Is this girl paying Bill's bills or simply playing with Bill? I guess. Call us up at 473-1045. I'm curious what the court of public opinion thinks. Dirty Work. All right, Dirty Work Wednesday is on the air at 473-104.5. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey, what can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
Okay, so I've been dating this guy. His name's Justin, and we're not officially in a relationship, but he already told me he isn't seeing anybody else. And we both kind of made that decision at the same time. So we had this whole moment where we talked about everything and we decided, we both want the same things, which is to take things to the next level. And we thought just seeing each other would be a good start.
Okay, so making very adult choices then.
Yeah, very mature stuff over here. Anyways, I was at his apartment on Friday, and he has one of those garbage cans that it looks like a cupboard. Like you pull the handle and the can comes out.
Yes, yes. The old which one of these cupboards is really the garbage game. I've played this many times at people's houses.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So there's two garbage cans in there. The front one is like normal trash, and then the one in the back is recycling.
Okay.
So I came over on Friday, and we stayed in because we wanted to watch basketball, so I brought over chicken wings because I'm the most thoughtful girlfriend ever, basically.
Yeah, you're right. You are the most thoughtful girlfriend.
So anyways, I go to throw something in the trash, and I noticed in the back trash, like where the recyclables go, there's a bunch of empty Truly cans. I'm like, I know for a fact Justin doesn't drink Truly. So I said, did you suddenly develop a taste for Truly or something? And he gave me this look from across the room.
Let me guess, was it the same look my dogs give me when I say we're going to the vet for a checkup?
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm like, whose Trulies are these? And he goes, I wanted to try them because they're supposed to be less carbs, but I didn't like them.
Right. And how many cans did you say there were?
I mean, at least 3.
Okay. So you didn't like them, but you finished 3 cans just to be sure?
I mean, I've done that before. I've drank an entire 6-pack of beer that I've absolutely hated.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I let it slide. I figured I asked you a question. You gave me the answer. I was actually hoping he would say something like, look, I wasn't completely honest with you earlier, but that never happened. So now I'm stuck with this decision of do I trust what he said? Or do I ask him about it again and let him know I don't believe him?
Yeah, because this is kind of a sticky one. Because on one hand, what if he is telling the truth? Like, you don't want to force the issue here, especially when you're so close to being officially official and all. You come across looking like a psycho wannabe girlfriend.
Yeah, but if he's lying to you and you just, let it slide, then one day you're going to be in this relationship and find out he lied to you and you're going to feel pretty stupid.
See, that's exactly what I'm afraid of. Yeah,
is Justin the kind of guy who is normally experimental when it comes to trying new things? Like, if you go out for drinks, is he the type of guy to say, yeah, let me try that new wheatgrass-infused IPA that's supposed to taste just like Fruit Loop cereal?
No, especially not when it comes to beer. He's such a basic bitch.
Okay. All right. Let's send him a text for starters then, which means, guess what, Ashley?
Great. We get to send another rando a text message from my personal phone, which means they will have my phone number.
Yay! So tell me you didn't miss this.
No. What do you want me to text this guy?
Well, hang on. We have to get his number from Kelsey. I'm thinking something quick like, hey, did I leave any of my Trulies in your fridge the other night? And just leave it like that and see what he says.
So you don't want me to put, hey, this is my new phone first?
No, let's just leave it to, hey, did I leave any of my Trulies in your fridge and see what he says. Kelsey, we're going to get his number, and then we'll text him during the break, and we'll read his response if there is one when we come back, okay?
Okay.
What we did is we texted him using Ashley's phone because she loves it when we do that. She missed it so much while she was on vacation. So you texted him about the Trulies, pretending to be whoever that person was. What did he write back?
I have to admit, this part I did miss.
Okay.
Okay, so I wrote, hey, did I leave any of my Trulies in your fridge the other night? And then he wrote, no, you left them in my trash and my girlfriend found them. This isn't starting out very well. And then I said, and then I said, sorry about that. And he wrote, maybe we try your place next time.
Okay. So, Kelsey, at this point, we have a few options here. We can try to have him call us, pretending to be whoever this person is, and what we do is we answer, how can we direct your call? And then we see what name he gives. At that point, we can just put him on with you. You can ask, hey, who the hell is this person you asking for? Or we can say, they want you to leave a message, and what we do is we'll play him a fake voicemail prompt and see what he says when he thinks he's leaving a private message. Or we can skip all of that and just straight up call him directly and, like, read his own text right back to him. It's really up to you.
Okay, I kind of like the second one, the one where he leaves a message, because I just want to hear what he says to this person.
Okay, so this is all pending on whether or not he calls us. So, Ash, send him one more message and have this one say something like, I just came up with a great idea. Call me at work really quick. And then, of course, give him the hotline number. And then, Kelsey, if he calls us back, we're going to cut this song off real quick and pick him up live, okay? Now, it is critical if we do this that you stay quiet because we all want him to think he's talking to someone's voicemail, okay?
Yes, got it.
Okay,
yes.
So Ash, send that message, and then Kelsey, you're going to go back on hold, but don't go to the bathroom or anything because as soon as he calls our hotline, we're putting you back on, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? All right, here we go.
Good morning. Thanks for calling. How may I direct your call?
Oh, Kyle Green, please.
I'm sorry, who?
Kyle Green. Do I have the wrong number?
Oh, Kyle. Oh, no, you have the right number. Hang on one second. Okay, like, now, what do you want me to do?
Just do the same thing. Just tell him to leave a message.
So, Kyle just ran to the bathroom and wanted you to leave a message. Let me put you through to voicemail, so hang on one second.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, it's me. Yeah, let me know what your idea is. I guess you could just text me or DM me or to call me. Just don't do it anytime past 4, all right? Bye.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that helped at all. I think I'm even more confused than before he called. I'm assuming Kyle is a guy?
Not necessarily. There's a lot of girls that use that name, too. Their name Kyle.
I mean, Kylie, maybe, but not Kyle.
No, I'm telling you, there are a lot of female Kyles, like Kyle Richards on Real Housewives.
Yeah, all right, so Kelsey, did you recognize that name, by the way? This Kyle person, do you know that person?
No, but, I think it did help because now I can ask him who this person is. I can say, who is Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, at least we know one thing for sure. He did lie to you. So what's the popular opinion here then? Guy Kyle or girl Kyle? What are we going with?
I'm going with girl. I mean, a trash can full of Trulies, that seems like a girl to me.
All right, I'm going to go with guy because of the way he talked. And also because every time I guess on Dirty Work, I'm completely wrong. So my first instinct is guy. I'm going with guy. Kelsey, do you think you're going to talk to him about this? And if so, when?
Yeah, I mean, I'm having dinner with him on Thursday.
Okay, on Thursday. Gotcha. Yeah, that doesn't really work for us. Is there any way you can see him tonight and then call us tomorrow?
I mean, if you want, I can just text him right now and ask.
No. Don't text him because that's gonna, even if you wait a little, it's gonna give him time to think. So if you text him, he might read it and take like an hour, to come up with something and then write you back. So I would just call him instead, like just straight up call him, be like, so are we still on for dinner tomorrow? And then when he says yes, say, okay, is your friend Kyle coming too?
Oh, yeah. Do that. That's good. Do that.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that tonight.
Okay, and then you'll call us tomorrow?
Yeah, I can call you tomorrow. That's fine.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. There you go. Is Justin cheating? And if so, is it with Kyle? And if so, is Kyle a guy? And if so, is Justin sexually fluid? These questions and more answered tomorrow. And we now can say
Let's find out.
We're about to find out as Kelsey is joining us again this morning. First of all, thank you for calling us back. Thank you for letting us help you.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me out, actually.
Okay, so did you talk to Justin last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Did you mention Kyle?
Yes, I did.
All right.
So?
Kyle girl or Kyle guy?
Well, I mean, first of all, I totally came clean and told him everything that we had done. And he told me Kyle is a girl. And apparently they used to date, quote unquote, but now they're just friends. So,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you?
Yeah.
So what did you tell him about this whole? I mean, because he kind of lied about everything. So
he did lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
100% he lied. Yeah.
All right. So how does that leave you two then?
I mean, I told him we need to take a break until he figures out what he wants, because I don't want to get into a relationship with a liar.
Wow.
Good for you. Yes.
I think you're the first person in the history of Dirty Work Wednesday to make a smart decision. Wow. So the dating thing is on hold. Get your crap together. Decide what you want. Yeah. I think that's probably smart. I mean, if it was just a friend, if he's just a friend, you come right out and go, hey, I'm going to be completely honest with you. It was a girl. Her name's Kyle. We used to date, but we are only friends now, and that's it. He didn't say any of that. So,
no.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm wrong again.
Yeah, as always.
I'm over 6,000 on Dirty Works, but at least we know the truth now, and I'm glad we can help you out, and thanks for giving us a call back, Kelsey.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I feel kind of validated, but it's still a bummer. You know?
Yeah.
Girl power.
Dirty Work Wednesday is on the air at 473-1045. Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Denise.
Hey, Denise. How's your brother DeNephew? Sorry, I use that joke every time. Okay. What can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
Well, I've been dating this guy named Eric for a little over a month, and my friends think, they're convinced that he's married.
I see. And when you go out on dates, does he bring his wife with him?
No.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
I got you. So you're dating Eric and your friends think he's married. Okay. Well, let me start by asking you, why do your friends think he's married?
Well, the other night we were having a sleepover with two of my friends, and just a girls' night with makeovers and movies and stuff. And so we started drinking and talking, and they were asking me about Eric and how things were going, and I told them a lot about him. And then one of my friends were like, well, what's his place like? And I was like, oh, I haven't been there yet. And so they basically jumped to the conclusion, because we've been seeing each other for over a month and I haven't been to his house yet, that oh, he must be married. I don't know. I don't think it's weird, but they do.
Maybe he wants you to feel comfortable, Plus, as a guy, here's the other thing. If you're a guy and you have a woman coming over, it means you have to clean everything. Clean the sheets, vacuum the floor, clean the toilets, Febreze everywhere. Maybe he just thinks it's easier to hang out at your place.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I think. I think it's totally normal. And then, I don't know, I guess they just said, they started asking me, if I've met his family yet. And I was like, we've only dated for a month. That's way too soon. And I don't know. Then they started saying, like, about, oh, well, does he pick you up or meet you there? And I don't know. It's just, like, a bunch of stuff that they think is weird I don't think is weird.
Well, so you mentioned this. When you go out, which one is it? Does he pick you up, or do you meet somewhere, or?
Well, like, he always picks me up. And, like,
okay.
I think it's sweet. And then he has to bring me home, you know?
So you've never seen his place, you've never met his family, and he always picks you up.
Yes. But keep in mind, we've been dating for, like, a month. And it's not like we go out every night, so...
That's true. I mean, if you do the math, right, and you only hang out on the weekends, that's really like 4 or 5 dates total.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, it's been a little more than that, but still, I don't feel like...
Okay.
It's weird.
Let me ask you this, and I want to preface this by saying you do not have to answer this question, but I'm going to ask, have you slept with him yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you would like to know if this guy is secretly married then?
Yeah, like, I just want to know what you guys think, because my friend was like, well, why don't you wait until Valentine's Day and tell him that, like, I could offer to come over and cook him, like, a meal at his house? And they said that, like, basically, oh, well, if he tells you no to that, then he's definitely married.
Okay. Well, we could do something like that if that's what you want.
Well, so they told me that, and I already did it. And so, like, at first, I was like, everything was great because he thought it was a great idea. But then on Sunday, he called me and said he had to go out of town Valentine's Day weekend to help, like, one of his friends move.
Okay. Now I'm kind of feeling like he's married. Like, no man would turn down a beautiful woman coming over to cook dinner and, I'm presuming, breakfast the next morning to help somebody move. That's sketchy as you know what. So, all right, do you want us to call him and find out if he's married? Why don't we just do that?
Okay, but, like, I don't want him to know that I called you guys.
Denise, hold on a second. Denise, have you not listened to this show before? Don't you know who we are? Don't you know how we operate? We'll keep you completely out of this, I promise, okay?
Okay, so, like, what are you going to do?
I'll tell you what, actually, I can make this really easy for you. We can use a trick that we only get to use, like, at a certain time every year for a very small window. Luckily for you, right now, it's the perfect time. We will call him and tell him we had to do a correction on his W-2 tax forms and we need his correct marital status. Because, like, W-2s are going out as we speak for just about everybody. So right now, this should work perfectly. And the best part is he won't know you're involved, okay?
Okay.
Right.
I mean, that's a good idea. Okay.
Yes. So hang on the line for a second, and I'll put you on the check, and you can give him Eric's number, and then we'll call him when we come back, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Hello?
Hello. I'm trying to reach an Eric here, please.
He is sleeping right now, but I can wake him up if it's important.
No, it's not important. Is this Mrs. Hatcher?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. So, well, the reason I was calling was because I was updating his emergency contact information on his auto insurance policy, and I wanted to make sure I had the right number. That's all.
Well, that is my policy, so the one that he's on, so you can talk to me about it.
Oh, okay. You guys share a policy?
Well, I mean, he's on my policy as a part of my coverage. I mean, he's been on my policy since he was 15.
So, hold on a second. He's been on your policy?
Well, yeah, he is my son.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. This was my mistake. So you're Eric's mother. I thought I was talking to his wife.
His wife? No. He does not have a wife. At least not that I know of. I mean, unless he's hiding her in a closet or something and she can start paying rent.
I gotcha. So you would be his emergency contact then?
Yes, that's correct.
And does Eric have a different residence other than the one listed on the policy?
He should not.
Okay.
He should not. He should be at the 9 in Virginia Beach. That's our residence here.
Okay, so Eric lives at your residence?
Yes, he does.
Okay, I see. I think I'm starting to figure out what all the confusion was here. And one last question, just so I have everything on here correct. Can you verify his date of birth for me, please?
Sure. It should be listed as July 2nd, 2002.
Oh, my God.
Well, you know what? We were way off on that one. Listen, I'm going to update everything here on this form. we should be good to go. Thank you so much for your help.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. So, Denise, the good news is he's not married. The bad news is you're dating a 19-year-old.
I cannot believe this.
Didn't she say July? So
yeah.
Well, then he's not 19. He's 18.
Oh my God, I'm an absolute shock right now.
Let me back up a bit here. Where did you meet him?
Yeah, was it like at a bar or like Dave and Buster's?
I swear to God, I had no idea. Like, the first time we went out, we both drank wine. I just assumed he was like 24 or something. I mean, he looks young, but he doesn't look 19.
Actually, he's 18.
He doesn't look 18 either.
Well, listen, now you know why he never wants to hang out at his place, because his place is actually Mom's place, too.
I swear I had no idea. I feel disgusting right now. Oh, my God.
Wait, all right, if you don't mind me asking, Denise, how old are you? Like,
I'm 27.
Oh, okay. You bumped over your decade there, then. Yeah, that is a gap. But listen, you have no reason to feel disgusted. I mean, he's an adult just like you. And if the two of you enjoy each other's company and get along, that's really all that matters. Love does not come with a set of rules. I mean, other than stuff like don't sleep with a roommate or make sure you have a safe word, stuff like that.
Oh, my God. No, this is so embarrassing. I mean, there are 18-year-olds that are in high school. Oh, my God.
Listen. Can I help you out with something? You can feel embarrassed, but if you read the text we're getting in right now, you would feel a lot better. Everybody's saying stuff like, age ain't nothing but a number, good for her, go get yourself a young stud, stuff like that. I'm telling you, this is all positive.
Yeah, but couldn't you tell that he was 18 when he wanted to do it 5 times a night?
I'm gonna hang up now. Are you guys gonna play me that on the air?
Well, yeah, we're on the air. I mean, we're not pre-recording this or anything. Dirty Work Wednesday's on the air at 473-104.5. Hi, who's this?
This is Brooke.
Hey, Brooke, what can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
Well, last week I was listening and I heard you prank call that guy. You said you would do anything for a single mother. So I'm wondering, what about a single mother to be?
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that counts. Are you the single mother to be?
I am, yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so what do you need us to do?
Okay, so I will explain. I had a boyfriend named Jason. We were together for almost 4 years. And everybody was always like asking us like, when are you getting married and, you know, put a ring on it and everything. But yeah, I'm a patient person. And I never put any pressure on Jason.
Okay.
So, about a month ago, I realized like it's been too long since I had my.
Oh, okay. Your monthly visitor.
Yes. So, I took a pregnancy test and surprise, I am pregnant. And I was super excited because, you know, we had talked about the possibility of having a kid and we'd been together for so long. And so I called Jason and I was like, I've got something to tell you tonight when you get home. So call me after work. And he got home and I like raced over his apartment. I was really excited and I showed him the stick and he was like, oh, like I could tell right away he was not excited about it.
Okay, so what did he say?
So he decides right then at that moment to tell me he wants to break up with me. He's like, I've been seeing someone else.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like, this is your baby. Like, do you see what's happening? And he was like, long story short, I've been screwing this girl.
So, okay, so hold on. So he's telling you all of this while you're holding this pregnancy test in front of him?
Yeah. Like, he's like, I'm in love with this girl. I want to be with this girl. I've been seeing her and screwing her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, so where does that leave you?
Well, I told him to go screw himself, and then I would raise the baby myself.
Wow, that's tough. That's tough. Now, do you have any family around that can help you?
Yeah, my family is great, and they're already in. They've told me they would help me.
Okay, well, that's good. So, well, I don't know what you need us to do. I mean, normally we bust cheaters, but It seems like he already kind of busted himself.
Yeah, he busted himself all right.
No, that's not what I mean. All right, so what can we do for you then?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying really hard to be the better person in all of this and take the high road, you know. I don't want to be the psycho who drives over to his house and smashes his car with a baseball bat, and then I'm like the pregnant lady in jail. Yeah. You know, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
But it's really hard, and I'm struggling with it. And then I find out that he took this girl to Orlando so they could go to Disney World together. And like everything about this is terrible, but like that really, really pisses me off.
Yeah, what a creep. Okay, so you want some kind of revenge then?
Yeah, I know that I shouldn't, but I do.
But okay, yeah, you're trying to be responsible for yourself and your child. You don't want to do anything selfish, juvenile, immature.
Correct. Not at all.
Okay,
really.
Well, here's the good news. Lucky for you, that's our specialty. So why don't you let us handle this? Now you said he's going to Orlando soon?
No, he is in Orlando. Like, they went down there for a week, which is absurd. But, yeah, they left yesterday.
Okay. What if I told you that we could completely ruin their trip and make them leave with just one phone call? Would that make you feel better?
Yeah, it would, actually. I'm smiling for the first time in a while. As long as you're, like, not doing anything illegal, probably.
You know what? It's like borderline illegal, but no, I'm not going to like call in a bomb threat to Disneyland or anything if that's what you were thinking. Now, you said he lives in an apartment?
Yes.
Okay. How well do you remember his apartment? Like stuff that he has in his apartment. Like, if I asked you to come up with a list of the top 5 nicest things that he keeps in his apartment, do you think you could do that?
Yeah, I think I could.
Okay. Now you got a few minutes here while we're in a commercial break, and then what we'll do is we're going to need that list and his phone number, and we'll call him when we come back, okay?
Okay.
Sneaky music. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Can I speak to Jason please?
This is Jay.
Hey, Jason, this is Detective Derulo from the 11th Precinct. I'm sorry to make this call, but are you aware that your residence was broken into last night?
What? No, I'm not aware.
Yeah, I guess there were a couple of apartments in this area that were broken into, and I'm standing in the middle of yours as we speak. I mean, and it looks like they did a real number on your stuff, too.
How the hell did they get in?
I mean, it's a standard break and enter. You know, I can see they used some kind of crowbar to pry the door open.
Okay, so wait, how bad is it?
Well, first of all, it looks like they took, like, all of your home media. So, like, your flat screen is gone. They just ripped that right off the wall. It looks like there used to be some sort of video game system maybe here. That's gone. They took most of the furniture out of here.
They took my f***ing furniture?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. They took every piece of furniture out of here. Like, whatever was in this big glass case, that's gone. They smashed that. So whatever was in here, I can see they shattered it.
That's my f***ing autographed jersey. Son of a
Yeah, they took your entire bed. And I'm assuming this spot in the kitchen is probably where you used to have a refrigerator.
Who takes the f***ing refrigerator? What the f***? Is there anything, like, on video? Like, is there security video?
Well, we went to your main office, and they said they don't really have security footage of anything. So, like, right now we're looking for any witnesses.
Oh, look, ask the guy who lives across the way from me. Ask him.
Well, we asked all your neighbors. Nobody saw anything. And now, also, we got the fire department out here because they burned most of your carpet.
What the f***? I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
My carpet?
Yeah, now I'm assuming that you had some kind of renter's insurance on this stuff?
No, not really. Okay,
well, we're going to have to get you to file a claim on this stuff then. Now, what time are you coming back home today?
I'm not coming home today. I'm in Florida right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, see, now that's a problem then. I don't suppose you'll be home sometime in the next 48 hours, will you?
No, I'm here for a fucking week. I'm supposed to take my girlfriend to Disney.
Well, okay, you should probably cancel those plans and get home as soon as you can, because you only have 48 hours to file a report with us. Otherwise, we can't do anything.
Wait, so hold on. I can't file a report with you right now? I can't do this over the phone?
Well, no, you have to be present to file a police report, so you would need to be here.
I don't understand. Look, you're at my apartment. You saw what they did. Well, why can't you file a report?
Well, because like I said, we have no witnesses, and there's no way of knowing who did this. I mean, to an insurance company, it might make it. I mean, this whole thing look like you did it.
Why the fuck would I rob my own apartment? Break all my set the floor on fire?
Well, I mean, they might think for the insurance money or something, and quite frankly, it's only going to look more suspicious that while you were conveniently out of town at Disney, all this just happened to take place.
Man, you gotta be fucking joking right now. Like, so I have to just quit my vacation that I already paid for? I have to just come home so I can file a fucking report that you guys will file, and then nothing will ever be found, so it's all pointless?
Well, no, I mean, it's not pointless. Like I said, if you file a report in person, it lets us know you had nothing to do with this.
How the am I supposed to get on a fucking plane in 2 days? Tell me that. You know how much that's gonna cost?
Well, I mean, maybe you should call your airline, ask them about that. I mean, I would suggest maybe a red-eye flight, or maybe try flying standby.
I cannot believe it. Okay, look, so when I get back, who do I file this report with? Like, do I call you?
Yeah, you can call me. Ask for Detective Derulo, Derulo. Or you can try my direct line. I'll give that to you right now, okay? You ready?
Hey, wait. Hold on. I'm looking for some paper right now. Hold on. Here, give me the fucking paper, please. Okay, go ahead.
All right, it's 757-962-66. But do me a favor, don't call it until you get back here either today or tomorrow.
Fine. So what do I do in the meantime? Like, are you guys just gonna leave my apartment the way it is?
No, we'll seal it up for you, and then when you get home tonight or tomorrow, you can have a look at it for yourself.
Okay, look, I'll call you as soon as I get back.
Okay, all right. Sorry about your apartment.
Yeah, man, thanks, whatever.
Oh, man. Now, here's the question. Wait till he gets back, first of all, and finds out nothing happened. Do you think he's going to be more relieved or angry?
I'm not sure. I mean, probably both, I guess. But what number did you give him? Like, did you just make that up?
No, actually, that number is it is a popular nightclub in Virginia Beach where the women dance with very little clothing on.
God.
I just can't wait till he calls the booby bar and keeps asking for Officer Derulo. How? And Dirty Work Wednesday on the air at 473-104.5. Hi, who's this?
This is Skylar.
Well, hello, Skylar. What can we do for you on this Dirty Work Wednesday?
Well, first of all, I want to say that there's a chance that you might judge me for what I'm about to say. So I want you to let me finish before you judge me, okay?
Oh, wow.
Sure. As long as this speech isn't going to end with the phrase justifiable homicide.
No, it's not.
Okay, then proceed.
Okay. So I have a roommate named Kara, and she's one of my best friends, and we've known each other for a really long time. And she has a boyfriend named Rob, and Rob is absolutely the perfect boyfriend. He's super sweet, he's polite, he's really considerate. He's basically Prince Charming.
He's what you ladies refer to as boyfriend material.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay, Tara, on the other hand, has her good qualities, but she's also, a little selfish, and she's sort of used to having everything her way. So I'll give you an example. She's the type of girl who will buy these really cute, expensive shoes and then never wear them. But then the day you ask if you can borrow them, she's like, "Oh, but those are my favorite shoes."
So she's the type of person who doesn't appreciate the things she's got.
Exactly.
And why do I feel like this is leading us back to the boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. Let me just lay it out for you. I am just so incredibly in love with him, and I feel horrible about it.
Oh my gosh, you're in love. Wait, with who? With Tara's boyfriend?
Rob, yes.
That is bad news bears for both of you.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Well, let me just tell you what he did for her for Valentine's Day. He called all around town to find a Chinese restaurant that makes these special kind of dumplings, because Tara's part Chinese, and her grandmother just died. But when she was a little girl, Tara used to make these dumplings with her grandmother. And so he called everywhere, and he finally found this place that makes them, and he took her there for dinner. And, I mean, do you know what Tara said to me after their date?
What?
She said, really original, taking a Chinese girl out for Chinese for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
And I swear, I was just heartbroken for him, you know?
So, obviously, again, she doesn't appreciate what she has here.
Right, exactly. And, you know, he'll come over and take her out sometimes, and she'll make him wait like 45 minutes or something. And while she gets ready, I usually, you know, pour him a glass of wine, or we just talk. And it's kind of the highlight of my week.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, and your roommate has no idea how you feel.
Yeah, no, not at all. And sometimes I wonder if she even notices that I fix my hair up and put on makeup before he comes, but she's more worried about herself.
Oh, geez.
Okay, if you were to come forward with this, what would happen between you and this Tara, your roommate?
I mean, it would most likely be the end of us, you know, at least for a while.
So are you willing to put your friendship on the line over this?
Okay, wait a second. I got a question. How do you even know he feels the same way about you?
Excellent point, Trisha. What if you come forward with this, and we find out he's like, no, I don't think of you that way. And then you lose everything.
Right. Well, that's kind of why I'm calling you guys. I need to know if he thinks of me in that way, even just a little bit. And if he does, then I know I can tell him how I feel. But if he doesn't, not even a little bit, then I will never say a word about it.
I got you. Wow. Okay, look, you've spent time with this guy. You've had the conversations. You drank some wine. Does it seem like he's into you?
I mean, I think so, but I've never said anything, you know? I mean, you can't just undo this whole, hey, I know you're dating my roommate, but I love you conversation.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, yeah, you really can't. Yeah, that is kind of a one and done, isn't it? So, okay, so we need to know if Rob, Tara's boyfriend, your roommate's boyfriend, Prince Charming, has any kind of feelings in that way towards you at all.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to make you a deal. We can find out, and you'll even get to hear his answer. But if he says yes, or, you know, yeah, maybe, then you have to tell him right here on our show today. Deal?
I mean, I wouldn't even know what to say.
Well, you better figure it out, because that's the deal, okay? Are you in or are you out?
Yes. But how long do I have to figure out, what I'm going to say?
I'll give you a few minutes. Maybe start writing some of this down, because we're going to be calling Rob when we come back next.
Hello?
Yeah, is this Rob?
Yeah, it is.
Well, good morning, Rob. This is the Scotty and the Buzz morning show on 98.6 FM. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you guys?
We're awesome. Listen, I wanted you to know that the reason we're calling is because your girlfriend, Tara, nominated you to play the Scotty and the Buzz Love Quiz. So, are you ready to play?
Are you? Okay, hold on. How does this work exactly?
Well, actually, it's easy. We asked your girlfriend to predict what you would answer to 3 simple questions, and if you match all 3, you win a great prize, okay?
All right, yeah.
All right. And now my co-host, Hootie McBoobs, will now ask you question number 1.
All right. We asked Tara, what would you say when we asked the question, what is Tara's most annoying habit?
Most annoying habits, Rob. What is your answer?
Oh, I'm going to have to go with snoring.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
You are 1 for 1. Here's question number 2.
What did Tara predict you would answer when we ask you what is the one thing Tara will never leave the house without?
I'm going to go with her phone.
Andy's 2 for 2. Outstanding, Rob. Now for our third and final question.
If Tara said it was okay for you to have 2 girlfriends, who would your second girlfriend be?
That one's easy. Kate Upton.
Let me actually help you out with a hint here, because I want you to win here. We're not thinking of celebrities. We're thinking of actual people you know.
Oh, an actual person I know.
Yes, someone you actually know. Who would be your second girlfriend?
I have no idea. Maybe her cousin?
No, I'm sorry. That's wrong. That's wrong. The answer she gave us was her roommate, Skylar.
Oh, yeah.
So, does that answer make sense? Her roommate?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
So, okay, Rob, let me ask you this. If there was no Tara, pretend she didn't exist, you could see yourself in a relationship with her roommate?
Oh, come on, guy. Now you're just trying to get me in trouble here. My girlfriend's listening. I'm not going to answer
No, she already answered her question, so she hung up. But in all honesty, I'm just curious. We already know you love your girlfriend, but you're in love with her and all that. But pretend you never even met her. Could you see yourself in a relationship with this Skylar girl?
I mean, if I never met her, yeah, definitely.
Really? Well, we have a surprise for you. Rob, this is not Scotty and the Buzz. This is actually the Z Morning 2 on Z104.
All right.
And we have Skylar on the phone with us right now. And she has something she wants to say to you.
Hey, Rob. First of all, I am so sorry for putting you through all of this, but I just didn't know exactly how to do this. And I know that you and Tara are in a committed relationship, but every time you come over, I fix my hair up and I put on makeup and I change my outfit like 3 times and I try as hard as I can to look like I'm not trying. And it's because I think I'm in love with you. I know it's not right and I know it's not the most convenient thing for you to hear right now, but I've been bearing these feelings for so long, as long as I could, and all I want to know from you is, like, the only thing I want to know is if there's part of you that maybe feels for me the way that I feel for you.
Wow, that was good. Rob, what do you want to say about all this?
Wow. I mean, wow.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I can see that this is a lot for you to take in right now. So I'm going to do both of you a favor here. I'm going to take you off the air and I'm going to put you on a private line so you guys can talk to each other for a few minutes, okay?
Sure, yeah.
You ready to, 8:36 here on the Z Morning Show, you ready to listen in?
No, you are not.
If we all are very, very quiet,
Oh, God.
I'm going to pull up their conversation real quick.
Okay, I don't want to.
This is Skylar and Rob. But again, don't say a word. If they hear that we're listening to them, we're really screwed. By the way, we have Fifth Harmony tickets and meet and greet passes coming up in the next 20 minutes. Are you ready?
No.
I'm going to put their line on. Hang on. Everybody quiet. 3, 2, 1.
I'll tell you, and it was every time you came over, I would try to say something, but it's just, I couldn't get it out, you know?
The thing is, like, I understand, and I feel like maybe I have some of those feelings, but I just don't understand why you went about it this way. She could hear this. This could cause a whole bunch of problems, and, you know, I like to think of myself as somebody who is committed to the person that they're with. And, you know, if I was going to end it before something started between us, you know, I wouldn't want this to blindside her and, you know, ruin her life, and screw things up with her friends and family.
No, I know. It's just when doing it this way, if you said that you didn't have feelings for me, then I would have never had to say anything. It was kind of, I guess, a safe way to do it. And I mean, I guess to me, I just feel like I don't see you as that happy, and she's just not right for you.
Okay. Wow. Wow. What a good argument she just made. What a good argument she just made. Wow.
Wow.
They're still talking. Look at that. They're still talking.
I want to date her.
You want to date her?
Like, she's convinced. Like, she's so sweet and sincere.
Yeah.
Passionate. Yes, Ashley.